My stepsister was marrying my ex-boyfriend and expected me to attend and act like I'm fine, as people have been judging her for hurting me. I'm 28F, and my stepsister, 26F, is marrying my ex, 29 meters. We grew up together since our parents got married when we were 10 and 8, and we were as close as any siblings could be. My ex and I dated for 5 years, before breaking up 3 years ago, because he cheated on me shortly after proposing. 6 months later, my stepsister announced they were dating. I felt completely betrayed. My mom and stepdad brushed it off, saying it wasn't a big deal and I should move on. I didn't make a fuss but started pulling away from her and the rest of my family. Fast forward, I've been dating my current boyfriend, 27 meters, for about a year. Interestingly, my stepsister used to have a huge crush on him back in college and still occasionally DMs him. I've kept our relationship private because I know how she can be. Last month, my stepsister sent out wedding invites for June. I didn't RSVP because I have no intention of going. However, last week, my mom invited me over, and it turned into an ambush. My mom, stepsister, her maid of honor, my 2 half-sisters, and even my ex's sister were there. They wanted me to agree to be a bridesmaid. My mom said I needed to stop isolating myself and let go of the past. My stepsister started crying, accusing me of ruining her wedding because I refused to go. She even offered to set me up with one of my ex's groomsmen, so I wouldn't feel left out. I lost my temper and told her I wasn't attending because I didn't like her. She cried harder, calling me bitter and spiteful. Later, my mom called and said if I didn't at least attend as a guest, it would sever my relationship with the family. Apparently, they need me there to show the extended family that I've blessed their relationship and that there are no hard feelings. The thing is, there are hard feelings. My relationship with my stepsister is broken beyond repair, and I'm tired of my mom always siding with her. Any advice on how to navigate this? It feels like I lose no matter what I do. This is a rough situation. They've given you an ultimatum: either show up or risk being cut off. But you don't owe anyone your peace or forgiveness, especially when they've hurt you like this. Let's see what the community had to say. Garfield Ismail, why does your mom think the rest of the family would cut you off when they're already giving your stepsister grief? Skip the wedding, and instead of relying on your mom to stay connected with your family, reach out to them directly. Ops response, she probably means her, my half-sisters and stepdad. She's always been protective of them. Hey 123, don't give in. They're desperate for you to go because what she did was wrong, and your absence would speak volumes. She wants you there to make her look better, but you don't owe her that. Ops response, that's the rumor that he cheated on me with her. She wants me as a bridesmaid to save face, but I'm not sure why she cares so much. Christmas 007, I wouldn't go. Dating someone close to you, especially after they've caused you pain, is crossing a line. She doesn't deserve your support. I'm amazed your mom insists on keeping up a facade of no hard feelings. People see she hurt you and know she's wrong. Don't pretend, and don't accept their behavior. I wouldn't suggest stooping to their level or attending the wedding to ruin it on purpose. Just don't go. If anyone asks, let them know how cruel and manipulative your family is. From Ops comments, I asked my stepsister why her fiancé wanted his ex at the wedding. She said he doesn't mind, since we should all move on. Honestly, my biggest issue is that I don't want to get married someday and have my family boycott my wedding because I chose not to attend hers. Also, my stepsister doesn't know I'm dating her old crush. She still reaches out to him. I'm not ready to introduce him to my family yet because I'm enjoying our relationship and not ready for their reaction. If I go to the wedding, I don't want to cause a scene, but if I have to go, I'd want my boyfriend as my +1. Background on my boyfriend. He and I went to the same high school class. He asked me out 5 years ago, but I turned him down. Not because I wasn't interested, but because I knew my stepsister had a crush on him. He asked me again when he heard I was single, and I said yes. I fell in love with him in a month. With this added context, what do you think Ops should do now? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's move to the update. When I posted before, I was hurt and consumed with anger, planning petty revenge on my stepsister. But with the advice I got, I realized pettiness isn't the answer. My hurt stemmed from my mom. Since my ex cheated, I felt let down by her lack of support. I don't care about my stepsister or my ex anymore. I'm happy and love my boyfriend. I tried fixing things with my mom. On Friday, I visited her. I shared how hurt I was about the intervention, her siding with my stepsister to please my stepdad, and why I won't attend the wedding. I explained I no longer see my stepsister as my sister, feel no obligation to repair her reputation, and don't understand why my mom cares so much. Lastly, I mentioned my boyfriend, her likely feelings for him, and how it might ruin her day if I brought him. My mom got upset and accused me of being vindictive, calling me pathetic for dating my stepsister's old crush. She forbade me from telling anyone, and threatened to tell my boyfriend I'm using him for revenge. Then she kicked me out. The next day, my stepsister showed up with my ex. When she saw my boyfriend, she cried, yelled, and threw a shoehorn at me. My boyfriend blocked her from reaching me, and they both left. Later, my mom emailed me, saying she was disgusted, thought I planned for my stepsister to find out, and forbade me from contacting her or my sisters. She demanded I end things with my boyfriend, or she'd make it her mission to break us up. My boyfriend suggested we move to another city after I finish school. I like the idea, but the situation is heartbreaking. My mom messaged my boyfriend on Facebook, calling me untrustworthy and warning him about me. He deleted his account. I've realized my mom prioritized my stepdad's needs over mine, and was ready to start fresh when my dad passed away. I felt like baggage to her. I won't seek validation from her anymore. I have what I need and feel loved for the first time in years. I won't contact her or my sisters, though I hope they'll reach out as adults. My ex texted me, but I blocked him. If he and my stepsister have issues, I want no part of it. For context, my boyfriend and stepsister never dated. He asked me out years ago, but I turned him down out of respect for her feelings. He asked again 10 months ago, and now we're together. What can I say? Your mom's behavior is awful, and it's good you're leaving it behind. Move on with your boyfriend, start fresh in a new city, and focus on building a happy life together. Hopefully, your half-sisters will reconnect one day. Now, let's move on to the next post. This one's a mix of drama and karma. A guy misled me, so I mirrored his behavior, knowing it would hurt him. He asked me out, acting like he was all in for something serious. He said everything right, made me feel special, and build trust. But of course, a month later, right after we got close, he hit me with, I'm not ready for anything serious. Let's keep it casual. Well, I decided to could play that game. I pretended I was fine with it. All smiles, no tears. Then, I flipped it on him. Out of the blue, I told him I wasn't interested in anything serious either. The tables turned immediately. Now, he's blowing up my phone, begging for my attention, wanting to talk about us. I treat him like a casual hookup option. Minimal communication, zero intimacy. Honestly, it feels like poetic justice. Sounds like this guy just wants what he can't have. But since Op wasn't asking for advice or judgment, let's jump straight to the update. He practically begged me to meet him again to talk because apparently, I'm the one confused about us. Interesting. I debated if it was even worth my time, but my inner whole one. So I went. I won't lie. I had a whole speech ready in case he started spinning his web of lies again. But I didn't need it, because things took a glorious turn. Here's what happened. He started rambling about how we should still see each other. He said, casual is such an ambiguous term. It doesn't mean you're not important to me. He had this pleading, puppy dog look as if that would work on me. I let him dig his hole for a bit, then interrupted with a perfectly polite, thank you. I told him I appreciated how he, unlike me, found the strength to admit we're incompatible. I confessed I'd been holding back, too scared to say anything because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. But now, thanks to his honesty, I'm relieved we can move on to meet people we actually enjoy spending time with. The look on his face? Priceless. It was like I'd thrown cold water on him. His smile vanished, replaced by the sourest expression I've ever seen. Best revenge ever. It felt like years of bad dating karma balancing out in one moment. Of course, now he's texting me these heartfelt paragraphs about how this was a misunderstanding and that we deserve another chance. But here's the thing. I have no interest in seeing or talking to him again. It's just a waste of my time. Sure, I'll admit you can never fully know someone's intentions. Sometimes people just have odd ways of showing they care. But not this guy. It seems like he does like me, but he's not capable of or interested in a real relationship. Instead, he enjoys getting people to fall for him so he can reject them and feel superior. That's not something I'm willing to entertain. As I said, this was the ultimate revenge. You played it perfectly and didn't get dragged into his messy game. Thanks for sharing your story and take care.